More companies than ever are turning to public and private clouds for their computing needs, and for good reason. Let's start with the public cloud. The IT infrastructure used to operate the cloud is located remotely, so companies don't need to pay for the physical space or personnel to maintain any on-site servers or data centers. In industries like banking and social media, for example, computing needs can fluctuate, and the cloud offers the flexibility of paying for more computing power when necessary and scaling back when there's less demand. Public clouds can be accessed with a simple internet connection, and because of its wide availability, potential users are skeptical of how secure their data would be if placed in the cloud. That's partly why some companies avoid the cloud and instead use a private cloud that only they can access.
The private cloud is running locally, and which means that it's more secure. And they also offer the flexibility for users to customize the computing resources.
But private cloud is small, it's not optimized to perform heavy computation, right? So you do need the luxury to have big public cloud services to offer more storage, more computation power for some computation tasks.
We have clients that have realized now that they definitely need a mix of these, right? That nobody is satisfied by just one flavor of this.
When companies use a mix of public and private clouds, this is known as a hybrid cloud.
So the goal for a hybrid cloud is to connect private and cloud and public cloud together in such a way you can leverage the public cloud economy, right, while maintaining private cloud security and privacy.
Researchers from the University of Illinois and IBM have joined together in an effort to develop the next generation open source hybrid cloud infrastructure called I2 Cloud that'll be capable of offering seamless scalability, on-demand computing power, and an affordable and secure environment.
And the unique feature is that we not only optimize the individual system layers for this hybrid cloud system, we also co-design and co-optimize cross-layer kind of designs. And so make sure the whole hybrid cloud is working in a very coherent way. So trying to get the best from both worlds, but this is assuming it's built in the correct way, and there are still many challenges to overcome.
There's a number of big commercial vendors of cloud resources, and users of these resources tend to get locked into one. Jumping from one to the other can be very costly and expensive. Cloudflare is really there to kind of bridge across these commercial clouds. We've thought it beneficial to create a common framework that was highly customizable, so you could really adapt it to the needs of a specific use case and make it open source and available to everybody. And so that's what Clowdr is.
There is currently a tremendous effort happening to look at alternative energy. We are currently working with IBM to get understanding, how much these IBM cloud centers, for example, would cost in terms of computing and energy, and how one can start decreasing the energy cost.
The challenge is that the system complexity is going to be increasing, so it's going to be more difficult to find vulnerabilities and root causes of failures when that happens. So from security point of view, we need a better monitoring system to look at what's going on in the system, and machine learning and AI are great at collecting data and analyzing the data and be able to make sense of what's happening. We're building solutions to do attack detection and response, and hopefully do in an automated way.
We have more than 30 faculty members and more than 30 graduate students working together with close to 40 IBM researchers.
We're looking at supporting the type of workloads that we think will dominate the cloud in the future.
So just like the way how we access the electricity today, with the I2 Cloud, we hope people can access the computing resources without worry about the data safety and without worry about the underlying computing capability, and of course, without worry about the application performance.
We have experts in all areas of the cloud, right? From hardware systems to operating systems, to middleware, to machine learning, to applications. Putting all these people together, plus the expertise of the IBM folks, I think that's the way to make an impact.
We think that we really have an opportunity to step back and re-architect, redesign, optimize with this new understanding of how people are going to use it, what they're going to need.
We have to make sure that we are flexible because things are going to be changing. So whatever equipment we design, it has to be designed in a way that can survive when things change.